body down. So I push myself until I break, collapsing into sleep, but without the hope of rest until I'm firmly underground. But it's so far off, I tell myself I'm still a kid. It seems as if my spirit never really grew beyond the age of 10, but my body is rebelling. I no more can ignore this sense of urgency that brings me to the doctor once again. So I pry myself up out of bed, step into the shower to scrub off all of the dying flesh that has accumulated. I dry off and apply some real cream into all my partial denture, while the terror of this urgency upon my heart is weighted. I cram myself into my 03 Oldsmobile Alero. I don't bother with the radio, it'd only piss me off. All these two-bit hacks with auto-tune, famous for no reason with their stupid hair. I wonder if they're capable of thought. At my destination I arrive and exit the Alero, looking not unlike a circus clown emerging from a bug. I check in and have a seat. All the while I feel the urgency is building as they call my name. I'm tempted just to run. Before me stands a table covered carefully with paper. I am asked to have a seat, leave my shoes down on the floor, while the nurse reviews my vital signs and writes them on her papers. Then she leaves me all alone, sticks my chart outside the door, and I'm all alone, bereft of shoes, elevated on the table. I am startled as I hear a gentle knock upon the door. I say, it's okay, I'm decent, please come in and see me. Can you help me with this urgency that's growing more and more? So the doctor has a seat, and he listens with compassion, and he looks me in the eye while I tell him all I know. And he reaches for his reading glasses, slowly puts them on, and then he looks at his clipboard and he's reading through his notes. Then he pauses for a moment, staring at his clipboard, and he removes a silver pen from his spotless white lab coat, and he taps upon the clipboard, slowly shakes his head, and he removes his reading glasses, and he smiles and says, I know. He says, yes, I know this urgency, it's really very common. I see it every day, I even see it in myself. You see, I was once a young man who could exercise control, but this urgency strikes all of us in poverty and wealth. You should know there is hope, there is hope. Praise be to Jehovah, there is hope for a young man like yourself. You see, there's medicine that you can take to put a stop to urgency. You take what I prescribe you, and that's all you need to do. And my spirit rejoiced, and my countenance was radiant, just like Moses coming down the mount. My face was all aglow. I was handed the prescription, I put it in my pocket, and the doctor said there's just a couple things that I should know. Tolteradine's an FDA-approved prescription medication used to treat spasms of the muscles of the bladder due to a condition called overactive bladder, such as urinary incontinence, urgency and frequency. If you have certain stomach problems, glaucoma, or cannot empty your bladder, you should not take Tolteradine. Tolteradine may cause allergic reactions. This may be serious. This may be serious. Symptoms of a serious allergic reaction may include swelling of the face, lips, throat, or tongue. If you experience these symptoms, you should stop taking Tolteradine immediately and get emergency medical help right away. Medicines like Tolteradine can cause blurred vision, dizziness, and drowsiness. Do not drive or operate machinery or do other activities that are dangerous until you know how Tolteradine affects you the most. Common side effects with tolterodine are dry mouth, constipation, headache, and stomach pain. Tolterodine has both benefits and risks. There may be other options, but then again, maybe not. Do not take tolterodine if your stomach empties slowly or if you have uncontrolled narrow-angle glaucoma. Tolterodine did not help the symptoms of overactive bladder when studied in children. If you are pregnant or are trying to become pregnant, it is not known if tolterodine could harm your unborn baby. If you are breastfeeding, it is not known if tolterodine passes into your milk and it can harm your child.